time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my word closed. And tonight had something wonderful. A bad habit takes to late nights and be alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be less, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space. And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way and now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. Falling over everything to reach the first time spot. Started on a million lies and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out. Now my bad habits lead to late nights and be alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be less, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space. And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you.
All right, so the bait cage, I usually have, well, I try to have at least 5 mackerels in there. This one's got 7. Okay, I got 7 in there. They're medium sized to a little bit smaller, but I'm pretty close to the jetty, about, I'd say 15-20 feet away. So yeah, I mean, more high risk, high reward, right? But you also risk getting your net stuck on the rocks. All right, bait. And I'm not talking about jailbait. I'm not talking about girls under 18. I'm talking about lobster bait. So, you know those college girls that you guys dated back in the days, and some of you young ones are dating them now. You know all the lies that you guys been feeding them, getting them all dripping wet and moist and ripe. Well, that's what you want to get your bait to do, is you want to put as fresh as bait in there as you can. Mackerels, salmon heads, sardines, whatever that you use for attracting lobsters. You want to use the freshest bait possible that you have. What you want to do is you don't want to be bringing out old bait, right? Like say the previous run you did, and then you bring the bait home, you shove it into the freezer, you take it out and you reuse it. From my experience, you're gonna skunk, because all that attractant is gone, is mostly gone, and so the scent is not that strong. They're not going to be as attractive to the bait, so you don't want to be doing that. I've tried it a few times just to make sure. One of the other things is what I've tried catfish heads. because they are the cheapest bait in the supermarket, in the Asian supermarket. They're like 57 cents a pound. And if you just strictly use that alone, no good either. I've found using that in combination with mackerels works pretty good. But if you just use catfish heads alone, not that great. Other reasons why I haven't been posting is because, well, yeah, I haven't been really catching anything worthy. So hopefully tonight it's going to be a worthy night. I got my bait cages, all my bait cages packed, like fully packed with bait. Yeah, so your bait cages should be fully packed with bait every time you go lobster hooping. Otherwise, don't even bother at all. The other thing I do is I typically all year I would stock up on mackerels and store it inside a freezer, in an extra freezer in the garage. That way when lobster season comes, I'm all set to go with enough bait to go every trip. It's about the long run, right? You're not out here for 1 or 2 nights and catching, you know, like everything, right? It's about longevity. So plan on doing this for many years to come, and not just for the moment. Short. All right, so this is a male. This one's about 4 years old, maturity level. But the males at a legal size age, it takes them 7 human years to get to the legal size age for us to take them. Okay, this guy's about 4 years old, maybe 5. All right, this one's a female. This one is probably about 3 to 4 years old. Okay, so for the females, the legal size that it takes for them to grow to legal size for you to take for females is about 8 to 9 years. And you know, when they have eggs and they're ready to you know, reproduce or mate, the female will, or the male will deposit sperm sacs in the back here, and then the female will rub its legs and it will burst those sperm sacs and it will fertilize the eggs. Okay, so for those of you guys that are watching and love to deposit sperm on the females you date, watch out. That's 18 years of headaches and pulling your hair out. So be careful where you deposit your sperm. So it's interesting that you guys hear the noise that it makes. Is that is actually, it's number one defense mechanism to scare off the fish that tries to prey on it. So female, again, this one's about 4 years old to 5 years old. It's yeah, it's not legal, of course, but this bait cage looks like it can be reloaded. I had 7 mackerels in here, and look, it looks like this is second pull, and it looks like I need to reload more bait. See, if I had like 2 or 3 more mackerels, I can load it up, reload it in here, but I don't. So this is what separates the pros from the noobs, and I am certainly one of them noobs. And here's what I'm doing is, I didn't bring a fishing pole, but I always have a sabiki rig in my compartment in my kayak, and I tied this rope, rope that actually ties my lobster gauge to my sabiki rig, and I'm gonna handline, try to catch me some mackerels. So hopefully there'll be some kind of footage. Now, I don't know if you guys can see the mackerels swimming around, but sometimes you gotta do with what you got, work with what you got, and make the best out of it. All right, fish on. This is what hand lining is. Alright, what is this? Oh, I'm gonna let this guy go. That was not a mackerel. I think that was a little striper or something. Alright, so I ended the night with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I ended the night with about 10 mackerels from Handlining. So yep, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do and work with what you got. All right, well, just a quick update. Been out here for 2 hours, and pulled up about 5 sets. All shorts, but yeah, tonight's not looking good. So I caught about maybe 10-15 shorts. I don't even count shorts. That's just stupid. That's like counting all the ducks in the air when you're planning to have some barbecue ducks while they're flying, while they're flying in the air, and you're down here counting like, hey, there's like 20 flying above me, and I'm gonna try to have some barbecue ducks tonight. Well, that's not happening. I'm probably gonna be here for another hour. It's currently 8:30 p.m. Typically when I stay out here, when I come out to hoop net, I usually try to catch whatever I can from the first crawl, and within that 2-3 hours, if I'm not catching anything, or if I only caught like 2 or 4 or 6, I just go home with whatever I got. I don't try to like stick around for the second crawl, third crawl, and try to get my limits. So I don't know, for some people, they like to they like to make it worth it coming out here. For me, I live about 20 miles away, so yeah, if it's not gonna happen in a night, there's always tomorrow night, there's always next week, there's always next month, depending on how much I can tolerate the cold out here. So I apologize if I don't have any the good content like legals and limits, but know that when you're out here catching lobsters, it's, once you understand the concept, know the concept, it's pretty much a numbers game. You're out here trying to you're trying to catch lobsters, and eventually you come out enough, you're going to be catching your limits, or you're going to be catching quite a bit, and so yeah, kind of like when you're going into a bar or a club and you're trying to get women's numbers, yeah, you're gonna get shot down a lot, but then again, you know, if you hit up about 1,000 women, one of them is gonna give you a number. All right. So hopefully I'll have you know, more footage of some sets with a legal or two. If not, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video and my venting and rambling of nonsense. All right guys, we will catch you if not later, we'll catch you in the next video.